mind.
Dude, I'm so excited. I found this documentary called The Awakening. I don't know if you want to talk about it. It's on HBO. I just started watching it, and it is about the mass suicide of what was it? Is the mass suicide of March 1997. 39 members of the Heaven's Gate cult found dead in Southern California mansion. But I'm like 40 minutes into the first episode, and I'm just so excited.
Really? It's one of those, huh?
Yeah. It's like, well, and I guess, I would like to watch the whole thing and then talk about it on our next podcast. But
okay,
there's this one guy that joined because he's like, I wonder where those people went and all this stuff. And then he saw a sign that was like, do you like Jesus? Do you like UFOs? And I was like, what? it was something like that, where it's like just a flyer of like, hey, well, you should come and hang out if you like those two things. And he's like, also, we've got free coffee. And
is this a recent release that HBO had?
I think so.
I'll take a look at it. The Awakening, huh? I need to see it.
Let's both watch it, Jeff.
Okay.
If you need a password, I can hook you up. But
I could use a password.
I also got a password.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell it to you right now and just whisper it?
I don't know. I'm trying to it feels like there was some sort of shot at me. Like,
no, I didn't. I feel like if you had HBO or something, you would have been like, oh yeah, I'll watch it too. But you didn't chime in, so I was like, I can give you.
I didn't want to interrupt, and then.
Okay, yeah, no. So anyway, so this one guy is like, I want to know what happened to those people. So he says, you know what? He found that flyer, and he goes, I bet you that's where it is. I guess him and his buddy, he called up his friend and they're both like sociologists. They're like, hey, what are you doing for the next couple weeks? So they went in
just like everybody.
Yeah. I've got class. I'm teaching these kids in college so they go in there as they infiltrate. They're like, oh yeah, we want to be a part of your cult, and they're in there taking notes and writing everything down. And I almost called in sick to the podcast tonight. Because
is that good,
huh? No, I wouldn't have done that. But
I would have understood.
No, right, yeah. But I'm just so excited about someone that was like, look at this bullshit. I'm gonna mock it. Hey, yeah, I'm into UFOs, and he gets in there and he's just taking notes of how crazy people are. So I'm very excited to hear all the crazy crap.
Well,
dude.
Yeah, and then like as far as a whatever you want to call it type of documentary, this is like expose, or there's not a better situation where somebody is in there and is aware that some weird shit is going on from the beginning and is like an intelligent person who's taking notes on all this.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna know everything. He's gonna be able to tell us everything.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, you sold me. That sounds great.
Yeah. I'll stop watching Euphoria on repeat and try and watch this for a change.
And it is funny you mentioned that because we got some wild stuff to talk about tonight.
Ooh, a Carson impression to start with. That's amazing. I love that.
Wild stuff.
Weird wild stuff. Okay. But first, the weather. No.
Well,
Jeff, did you have something?
Well, we'll start with traffic and then we'll go on to the weather. It's no, I was just gonna say.
Right. So by the time they listen to this on Wednesday, in case you want to know what traffic was like on Monday
evening, it was this
2 days ago.
I was just gonna say
that reminds me of our Hell's Cells video
Oh my god, yes.
on our YouTube, and I gotta be honest, I feel like that was underappreciated.
I do too.
It was one of my favorites.
God, really?
But
See,
hey,
I'm the other way. I'm like, I can't believe we made that public.
Well, it's almost like an Andy Kaufman type of bit where it's like you just keep going back to it and you just keep hammering it to the point where it's like, okay, this is insane now.
it's that reverse bell curve of like kind of funny, stupid, hate it. All right, it's coming back around. It's kind of funny again.
And then it's funny because you can't believe they're still doing it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Steven, I do feel bad or badly for you because some of I think my favorite and the funniest bits is when Mark and I team up and like just actively trying to aggravate you.
I think it works well. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. But first, did you have anything else first? Like
Yeah, I just hi guys and welcome to the podcast. We're Mark,
hi,
Jeff,
hi.
and Steven from Homie's VR Comedy.
yeah. Okay.
Thank you for listening if you're listening, and thank you for watching if you're watching, because now these things are going on YouTube. They've got their
videos for the rest of them.
Their own YouTube channel going on there for the podcast. So I'll give a wave because people can see that now.
Oh yeah, hey.
Oh,
so
okay.
I don't know where the camera is. I think it's over there.
Doesn't know where the camera.
First things first. A little housekeeping.
Okay.
I think we got a. Oh, I don't think you could see the address. We got a card. Somebody sent us a card.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Nice.
Just doxing people.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. Here's some private addresses of people we know.
Well, that's sweet. We got a card.
We got a card and sealed with a stamp.
Ooh.
wow.
Yeah, a fancy.
This person must be
AF.
fancy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I guess where it's from?
Yes, you may.
Is it from outside the United States?
No,
Okay.
that
The stamp though. That's cool.
Yeah, the stamp. I just figured no one in the United States is that fancy.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Good guess.
Very good guess. Well, let me open this.
I thought it was like a melted candle, and then they
Oh, right.
stamped it on the back, and then had an engraving of some sort. That's how they mail letters in everywhere but the U.S.
Just a big wax stamp.
What does it say?
It's a Christmas card from Ariana and Drew.
Oh, wow.
Very
Jeez.
sweet.
Yeah, people that sent
Thanks,
us the
guys.
penis cookies, the fat and weird cookies, the Blamos.
The Blamos, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more than I'm getting for Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you, Ariana
Awesome.
and Drew.
Wow.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
I really appreciate
Thanks,
that.
guys. Wow.
That's
Ooh,
nice.
that means I think I can send them one of ours too.
Yes.
And-
That's right. You have their address. Send them one.
Aha.
And I'll hate to break it to you, we have personalized cards. My face is nowhere to be seen on the front of that card.
Oh.
And this is not new. My wife is very nice to oblige me in this. It's just the dogs. We just put the dogs on the card.
Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, we
The
just did
nicest.
Christmas cards. Give me that address. I'll send mine out.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah,
you know what's funny about that is I realize obviously all the Christmas cards that come in, you put on a thing or you put them all in one area and you see everyone who sent them to you. And I was looking at that and it's covered in all these people. And I'm looking around and I go, not one of these fucking people are my friends.
Oh, wow.
It's all her friends. None of my friends are making fucking cards and sending them out.
No.
Yeah, we all know it's too much work. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no. I'll send you. I will forward you a picture of one of my Instagrams, and then you can say, "Oh, Merry Christmas."
We
Yeah.
we were told that our card was used to cover up another family's card on a refrigerator.
Wow.
So, I don't
Power move.
Yeah, I feel pretty good about that one.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And your face isn't on it, so that's crazy.
Yeah. Well, so I got that going for me.
Just the power. Now, is it just your dogs?
Just the dogs, yes.
Wow, power of the dog.
They're dressed up as carolers this year. Try to do a theme every year, and it's
Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm looking forward to doing my Instagram yearly sexy pose Christmas Jamie.
yeah. That one came up in Discord the other day, and I forgot how fucking
did it?
sexy that is. Yeah, good lord. I was
years.
I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to outdo it, and yeah, we'll keep it going. I'm so bad. Yeah, I'll come up with something. It's gonna be a thing now.
I feel like there's only two to improve to escalate that last year's. There's only two things you can do, and that's either tighter onesie, like a much tighter onesie, or showing a lot more skin.
Well,
or
I
he could just do
a
a
couple
more
of ideas. Yeah,
a pose, a more.
there's gonna be a pose. There might be a
Wait.
prop or two that's
okay.
involved.
Yeah.
I was thinking I did have one where there's gonna be a garland with lights around my neck like a boa, and I was gonna have my shirt off, but I was like, oh, that's too much. It's got to stay. I want to do whatever I do is gonna stay in the jammies. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Is to be in the jammies.
Yeah.
And plus, I don't want to be some douche, and people are gonna think it's some people. It's hard to decipher if it's like, is this a joke, or and if it's not, and it's like, oh, this. I was like, keep it jammies. Jammies is funny. Just do jammies. So
Clearly a joke.
Okay.
clearly a joke, right?
Yeah.
So,
That's safest that way.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
That's
I've
right,
got our next item of tradition or regularity or thing that we have to do. We got a word. We have a word this week.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yeah. What is it?
So we'll do that real quick. And thank you very much to Odin's Beard for sending us this word.
Odin's beard. Okay. All right, he's here.
Yeah, it is a
Thanks, Odin.
fantastic word.
Or Odin's beard.
Oh yeah,
that's shit.
That's the other thing is we should mention that we're streaming this live to our friends from Discord. So if you're listening and you do want to come and watch this live as we're recording it, maybe see some stuff that happens to get cut out. I mean, I know we say we're going to cut this out, and who knows what can happen? It's live.
But
Anything
there's some
can happen.
stuff that after we hang up, we go, seriously though,
Yeah,
can
we're
you
gonna
cut that one?
Yeah.
So
Polish guy just mentioned how he's OnlyFans. Maybe we do it a little OnlyFans after the show and just to generate some more support.
Yeah.
Somebody asked about in the comments asked about me doing an OnlyFans where I show my face, and it's like, well, I mean, if it'll earn money, I guess.
Ooh, but dude, is that something? Yeah, I think that could be something where show a little face.
Yeah, but usually when people pay for things like that, like it's a good thing that they want to see. They're not like, oh, okay, all right. Well, I paid for that. I'll skip lunch tomorrow. That's fine.
All right, what's the word? Mr. Odin's beard. What is the word that was sent?
Ultra Crepitarian.
What?
I already know this. That means it is so Crepitarian.
Right. Right. That's a good guess. Crep, CREPE.
There's so
Darian.
much of Crepitarian. So that's going to be my guess.
So I love the delivery on that one. It was completely believable.
So Crepitarian.
So incredibly Crepitarian. It sounds like Crepitarian sounds like crêpe-ish, like the dessert, like a crepe.
Yeah. Okay.
I was thinking that's so much kind of like a crepe,
Mm-hmm.
These might be my favorite guesses at definitions. so far. And
Okay.
that's saying a lot when we just had fantastic genitals or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
All right. Yes.
All right. So the real definition of ultra crepidarian, and I don't think we should take this as an insult, but someone who gives opinions and advice on things they know nothing about.
That's us, baby.
Wow.
Ding ding.
You can
Wow. That's a great word.
Name that the episode of this podcast.
Okay.
I mean, it should be the title of this podcast.
That's the name of the episode.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
one.
much almost like a crepe. So ultra crepidarian, someone who gives opinions and advice on things they know nothing about.
Wow.
It's a fantastically fitting word.
It is. And it's a perfect segue into the thing I was going to talk about.
Hell yeah. I love how every episode it just slides right in. I have no idea.
Oh, I know, right? Just put some oil on a dick, because that's how it happens. All right.
What do you do with your dick?
You can't use oil, man.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Olive oil? So here's something that happened last week. You may have heard it. It's been around on social media quite a bit. Have you heard about this? The former Israeli space security chief says extraterrestrials exist and Trump knows about it. Have you seen this? Have you heard about this?
Nope. I don't know why. I don't know why I haven't heard of it, and I can't believe I haven't heard of it.
Wow. Okay. Well, the news talkers did a small segment on it, and I was shocked at how small the segment was. They said, well, this is an interesting claim. Former space security chief claims aliens exist and Trump knows about it. He went on to say this and this. And now let's move on to the vaccine. And
Crazy.
What? Hang on a minute. All right, so I'll tell you what he said. This guy, his name is Hayam Eshed. Again, former Israeli space security chief. Okay. And if it wasn't for his position or his official position, I think no one would pay attention to what he said because there's no proof. It's just something a guy is saying. But because of where he worked and how high his position was, that's what's making the news, right? He's saying that there's a galactic federation out there that we've been working with for some time.
Wow.
Like Space Force.
Well, no, he's saying there's a group, civilizations of aliens out there that we're working with. And
like a United Nations of space?
United Spations.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, think of it like the stuff he mentioned is like Men in Black stuff. I think he saw the movie and decided that's what it is.
Right.
This guy, by the way, he is retired. He's 87 years old, by the way.
Got some shit to get off your chest, for sure.
And he said he was going to wait and not tell. He was waiting for the perfect timing to let people know. He was going to say this years ago, but decided not to.
Wait, he was going to say years ago that Trump knew, or years ago about the
aliens? He says
aliens,
the
right.
U.S. and Israelis, or their space force, I guess, is communicating with these aliens. And he says that there was an agreement between the U.S. government and the aliens. It's really vague. It says they signed a contract with us to do experiments here. And he says
No.
President Trump was aware of this and was about to say something, but the Federation urged him not to say anything because humans were not ready yet. They didn't want to have a mass hysteria. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Do you have a pausing point?
Or like a punchline or what?
No. Here's my thing.
Uh-huh.
Okay. I'm already thinking right now, Mike, this is fucking bullshit. All right.
Okay.
Right.
That's That's the gut feeling. All right.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm like, well, let me think about what happened over quarantine. They were like, hey guys, UFOs are real, but wear your masks. So it was like that was the news for a minute. They told us about UFOs for it was a fucking day, and then it was like, guys, but also stay indoors and don't visit your mom if she's at somewhere else. So they did like 2 days. So maybe now I'm thinking, okay, maybe they were gonna say something like, just give them a little bit, see how they react to that. Just do a little droplet. That news. Everyone's still cool.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So
everyone's
you
still
think
cool.
maybe they're slowly easing the news onto us, possibly.
Yeah, I don't think you can
Oh.
go all in and be like, well, in other news,
You got to put
we just
olive oil on that news first.
you better lube that news up, baby. Yeah. So,
Right. Okay.
stair step it,
Oh, look, this guy is also saying that uh, the U.S. has a base on Mars that they are manning with the aliens. So
Now that's hard to
if
hide.
any part of that is unbelievable, I think it all is. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So,
Yeah,
Well, then you're like, well, they're all at Area 51, right? Isn't that what that's about? That's a base with the aliens. They got a couple of aliens walking around in wigs.
I guess,
being
but
like,
on Mars, that's a little.
oh, he said on
that's hard to believe.
Mars?
Yeah, on Mars.
Oh, no, he's a fucking liar.
he went too big.
Okay.
He had people on the hook for a while.
He went too big. You
He
think?
went way too big with it, and then like, oh no, this is just somebody's granddad who got loose at Kmart or something. Like, find who his ride is and get him back there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the one thing I don't. Also, all right. So there's a bunch of things that, and the fact that we signed an agreement with them for them to do experiments here.
They know English.
They
They get documents, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'll sign it." Was a PDF. I can't open it here. Can you sign? Send it back to me through a fucking teleporter.
Do you have
This is
DocuSign
PDF
up there?
form.
Can we send you this in a PDF? And also, you guys are cool, like agreeing to legally binding contracts. Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
You guys have space lawyers. You aliens have fucking lawyers now. You have a law as
Right.
well that dress up in fucking ties, sit in a courtroom, and be like, this gleep glop glipped all over the place.
it's just a squid monster like pouring out of a striped suit.
Right.
And he's got his tentacles all around. He's like, he's showing them. He's like, I didn't do it. And they're like,
I didn't sign that fucking thing. He throws the paper. Yeah. What makes them say, oh, so you're saying we just have to write our name on a paper and now we have to do what you say?
yeah.
No, who's going to make them?
Yeah, I'm not going to abide by that because I'll be in fucking space.
Yeah. Right. Well, remember, like, it was I think a year ago that we created the Space Force. Right? That's a thing now. So it's very strange. But you mentioned the squids and the gleep glops.
Yeah, you know
It
them?
makes me think, like, first of all, that I don't think he described. You're going to drop that news on someone and not even talk about what they look like, or
Great point.
you know what I mean?
Dude.
Like,
yeah.
there's only a certain kind of, like, all you have to do is go to Wikipedia and be like, okay, based on close encounters and what people have said they've been abducted by, there's like a few alien types out there, right? You got the Greys. I think that's the most popular one. That's like the
And
Roswell, Area 51, skinny
probe
gray
you,
body, large eyes, big head. That, and
they
then
probe you. They work on they do tests on you. Grey's Anatomy. Next one is
So I think, like, in the 50s, science fiction, you had the little green men, but I don't know if anyone's been abducted by those, have they? You've got the the Nordic aliens, which some people believe are out there, which is they look basically like Scandinavian humans.
Hmm.
Kind of
So
weird,
they're-
right?
So they're probably just Scandinavians, and they're like,
Maybe, yeah.
they,
And you got
they-
the reptilians, which you hear about occasionally, right?
Mhm.
And also on this Wikipedia page, that this pissed me off. Rods. You guys know what rods are? Oh God! All right. Did I ever talk about the Monster Hunter show I saw a while back, where they thought about there was a whole episode, like an hour-long episode, about these creatures called rods, and they only show up on camera. They're really fast. They fly around, and they look like this, just like rods.
No, isn't that the thing that like goes around in your eye?
Rods
You know
and
what I'm
cones.
talking about? Like a floaty. Yeah.
Not really.
Wait,
But
so
kind of.
Okay.
these are like fast. It's like a hot rod. Like
They just look like strips, like little lines. Like I'm holding up my pencil here, but like imagine it kind of blurry, and they only show up on camera. And I was
Wouldn't it be the
intrigued.
camera's fault though?
right. I was gonna say
Like,
that's
you
odd
could
how
be
they
like, that's technical difficulty.
they
We only
happen
see it
they
on
happen to
camera.
look just like a very common camera problem. That's weird, and they only show up on camera. What are the odds?
They only show up
Right.
on
What are the
disposable
rods?
cameras sometimes.
I remember I was intrigued sitting through this entire episode. This was back when commercial, you had to sit through commercials and everything. And at the end, they were like, "Yeah, turns out they were just kind of. It was just a motion blur effect that the camera was seeing moths fly around. You just had a
Well-
motion blur effect. Imagine how pissed off people were when they found that out. You made a whole
Yeah.
episode on that. So if that's on the Wikipedia page,
So
how can I believe these other things?
I was
Right.
It's funny you bring this up because I can't remember if I saw it in a movie or a TV show, but I was thinking about this very thing within the last week. I feel like of like how unimaginative aliens are. So like take what the Greys are the most common or most like widely accepted, I guess. Don't they look like extremely similar to a human being body form? And I take like the closest thing genetically to us on Earth, a gorilla, ape, whatever. They don't even look that close to us. So this
Okay.
thing that's from out in the infinite universe just so
Okay.
happens to look very much like people.
Right.
Like, come
It
Oh,
on.
I
looks like
see.
the-
So
Yeah.
you're thinking they should look way different.
Yeah, I would think that they could, and the fact that people think that they look just like us is would be more surprising than finding out about alien life to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. You can't just be like, what does an alien look like? And the guy that saw it is like, I mean, it's like think about the Olsen twins and if they were gray.
Right.
Like, okay, well, you have no imagination at all if you're making something up.
It's like when you're
Okay,
picking your character in Skyrim, like, oh, okay, you're a lizard person, but you just happen to look exactly like a regular person. You're just, lizard person skin or, whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
A little variety.
Anyway,
Yeah.
that's all I got for weird news talk.
Well, I will say that I do think if they were to tell us, they wouldn't give it to us all at once. They would definitely stair step it some sort of
Interesting.
yeah. Oh,
Okay.
UFOs. Oh, yeah. By the way, maybe in like 2 months, like, hey, you know what? Remember how we guys told you? You guys know about the UFOs. We told you, right? Remember that?
Okay.
And everyone's like, yeah, that's old news. We know about that.
I see.
We're waiting on this vaccine, and they're like, yeah, about the vaccine. So yeah, we saw on we opened up one of those things and there was like an alien in there. It was just one, and it's just not a big deal. But the vaccine's coming; it's going to be on its way. And,
Okay.
and you're like, everyone line up and get it. And you're like, all right, okay, we'll get the vaccine. The vaccine. Oh, we're so happy. We're out. We're all hugging. We're kissing. Everyone's making out. This whole thing's over with. And they're like, oh man, you guys, everything's back to normal, right? We're like, yeah, everything's great. Thanks for correcting that. Yeah, good. Listen. Yeah, we got a couple of more of those guys. They actually live here, and they're like, yeah, we don't care. We're just happy to not be wearing masks, and we can touch people. So whatever you want to do is fine.
Okay. Wow. A very interesting theory. Yeah.
Lot to
What else
think
is going
about.
on?
Lot to think about.
It is. Yeah, look, we got 15 days left in the month. Who knows? Who knows what's going to happen?
Right.
The next stair step.
The good thing is the comfort and knowing that things can't get any worse, guys.
Right. You're right.
Oh man.
Yep, I did it.
You said it.
Yep. Deal with that,
Okay.
everybody. Timestamp that.
All right.
Well, I got a thing. Jeff, you got a thing, right?
I got a thing. You got a thing.
Yeah, let's get to the things. We got a voicemail via Instagram here. So let's give it a roll.
Okay.
Hey guys, thanks for answering my laugh or jizz conundrum. Got another super weird one for you. Would you rather A, be given 100 children to deal with for the rest of your life, or B, have to have sex with 5 women over the age of 90 every day for the rest of your life? A few notes: the children are all aged 3, and another note is that the women are just normal women with normal vaginas, but they're aged over 90. So, are you dealing with the little 100 shits, or are you smashing granny flaps? What a sentence. Anyway, thanks, guys. Bye!
Joseph Sparks, thank you, sir.
Thanks. Wow.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Joseph
that
Sparks.
last question you had really had us
It
thinking.
divided
for a
the
long time.
podcast.
Yeah, it divided us all.
For days, not just the podcast. It
For
was
days. Yeah, that's right.
But I think afterwards we were all able to come back together.
I think so. Look, I'm.
No.
What do you guys got? You taking care of 100 kids that are age 3? I believe that's what he said. They're all age 3. So 103-year-olds. Look, I'll say this. You're watching after 100 3-year-olds. One of them, you can't look at all of them at the same time of what they're doing. One of them's going to...
You're going to lose
I
some
don't know.
kids.
You're going to lose some kids. You're going to lose some kids.
Yeah.
And then you're going to be in jail. All right? So you can't have that responsibility. So I'm going to have to go bang the oldies.
Initially, that's
Bang into the oldies with Mark.
It doesn't really say how long.
Yeah.
I think I'm assuming it's indefinite.
Well, no, I think Mark, are you
yeah.
talking about the duration of the sex?
Duration. Yeah, duration of the pumps.
I don't think
Oh.
anybody has to finish or
Right.
I believe sex just
Yeah.
has to occur with.
So one pump.
Let's just say. I mean,
There's all
I
kinds of
don't
different
know
sex too.
what I hear the average. What I hear the average amount of time a sex is I mean, no one's having sex more than 3 minutes, right? I mean,
No, I don't think that's
No.
humanly possible.
no. So you're getting along with your day, even if it's 5 of them. Yes, they're 90, but at least it's not 100 kids. At least it's not 50 kids.
Well, this question seems a little too easy. What would be some of the negatives of having just smash the 90s?
Have you ever smelled a 90-year-old person?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Ugh. Okay.
Yeah, 90 years old, and you don't want to hear stuff like, you remind me of Hoover, and you're like, oh, Jesus.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
References. The plus side of having, 100 kids, you can start your own sweatshop and be making bank.
Yeah, kids
Well, that
are
is
very
interesting.
exploitable. That's
Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I'd fucking do if I had 100 kids? I'd have a dumb fuck show where, well, wait a minute, let me tell you.
All right,
that came out.
Okay.
Let him explain. Let him explain.
Let me explain. I'm saying I'd have like a stupid reality show. Oh, it's me and I got 100 kids, and all those
Okay.
dumb reality shows of like, this person has 8 kids, this person has 7 kids, this person has 6 kids, and they all have shows just because they have more than 5 kids. So
I see.
no one else is watching any other show. I'm ranked number 1. I'm getting sponsors from Pampers. I don't even have to pay. I'm getting nannies because they want to be on the show. All of these nannies, so I'm getting people to help out or whatever. So I'm just bringing in money with my. Everyone's gonna want to interview me. Oprah's gonna come back out of retirement. She's gonna want to interview me.
Okay.
With 100 kids, I'm gonna be on Fallon, and then we're like, so what's a typical day? And I'm like, oh man, I wake up in the morning and Jimmy Fallon goes.
He just throws him. He McMahons himself out of the back of his chair.
Jeez.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So that's the plus, but I'm gonna bang the Golden Girls.
All right. So yeah, just I understand earlier you said I'm gonna have a dumb fuck show instead of a dumb fuck show.
Yes. There's a comma. There's a
Yes.
comma.
All right. I get it now.
I know how that might have sounded, but I didn't. I talk fast, so it wasn't enough pause.
Okay.
Yeah, we got it. It was a normal, totally normal. Nothing to worry about.
Jimmy Fallon, please help me. I need help.
What are you guys going with?
Well, if it's indefinite, I suppose the bangings. If there was some way to get the kids adopted, though, then maybe that.
No,
But
that's a show.
I don't know if that's allowed in the rules.
Yeah, you take 100 kids, right? It's like The Bachelor, and at the end, only one kid gets a set of parents.
Oof, this got real.
Why does
dark.
the show have
That's
to be
very
like
funny,
that?
and I love the idea, but god damn, that is dark.
Yeah, who produced that show? Sorry.
Mark
Only
Burnett.
one of you. Jeez. Yeah, so I'm assuming it's indefinite. So I'm gonna need some oil for the bangings. So
I'm
Anyway.
going kids.
you're going kids.
Yeah, I feel
Going
like
kids.
that's a no-brainer. You have 100 kids, you have 100 anything. That's a pretty good cross-section of people. So you're going to have some real dumb kids there. But on the flip side, you're going to have 1 or 2 really bright kids that you can delegate to. And then you know what else people love to do, especially people that age? They love to fight for your affection. That's competition. That's motivation.
Like The Bachelor.
Like The Bachelor.
Like Michael Scott.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Okay.
You turn it into, a little bit of a Lord of the Flies, a little bit of The Bachelor.
Jovi's gonna turn this into Factorio, aren't you? You're
Well,
gonna put those kids to work and build neighborhoods.
No, I'm just saying that I don't think I'm going to have to be as involved as you guys think. They're going to handle it all amongst themselves. I feel like I deal with one of them. They decide or vote on a head or a speaker, somebody that deals with me, and then I'm only dealing with that 1 3-year-old, and then they're taking care of themselves the rest of the time. There's 100 of them.
There's
You get a
100 of
manager.
them.
Yeah.
Okay. So when they divide up into factions, you're not going to step in and do something?
No,
Or are
that's
you gonna delegate
competition.
that?
No, we'll
Okay.
let the 3-year-old free market handle that itself. That's capitalism.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'd like to see that show.
I would too.
I would
Can
love
I
to have that
ask
live
you-
streamed. Yeah.
Which show would you want to see more? My show or Jeff's show?
Good night, everybody. Forever.
The dumb fuck. Jeez. Yeah, Jeff's show, I think. Jeff's show.
Good call.
Your show, like people would be tuning in angry every week. I can't believe they haven't found a better way. A kid gets voted off, they just kick him out of the studio onto the street. Wow.
Either way,
Yeah, so next week on the podcast, it'll just be you two. And
maybe you can use your one call to call the voicemail number.
I'll be leaving voicemails now.
Do we have another?
I've got one.
Okay.
If we would like to hear it.
Sure.
Hello, Lords Brady. This is Oki, long-time listener, third time putting that funk in your ear. I was just reading an article about butterfly effect moments, like small things that have a larger effect. I was wondering if you could think of any butterfly effect moments from your own life, like some small decision that you made that would change everything if it were different. Such as, like, my wife and I would probably not have met for a while, if ever, if it weren't for a wrong address on a valet job. Now we have an entire life together. So, just wondering. Thank you.
Wow.
Interesting.
Okay,
Wow.
Great
I want to
question.
hear.
Yeah,
I want to hear
love
more
it.
of that story.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
tell us.
call back in and tell us that story.
Wow.
Better than any of the shit we're doing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Thank you, Oki.
Butterfly
That is
effects.
a great question, and thank you for taking the time to call.
And that's a great story.
Yeah.
Seriously, I would like to know, or maybe you can just post it in the Discord. But I'm sure people here would like to know too. That's kind of a crazy thing.
Right. I suppose looking at what we're doing now, okay, my ex that I was with for years, she was like, we should get a VR set. I've been kind of interested in that, and I always said, no, that seems so stupid. So finally, one Thanksgiving, I was like, here's an early Christmas present. Have at it. This was 3 years ago. I did not care one single bit. I was like, you know what? Regular video games are always going to be so much better. And in a way, they kind of still are. But I was like, here you go. I'll do it with you if you want, but I'm really not interested. We're not together anymore, but we were. And that thing happened. We're doing this right now because of
Right.
this thing she wanted back then that I didn't care about. So that's weird. Maybe it's because of her that we're doing it. I don't know.
I mean, I feel like that would also kind of be my, because I feel like this is the most, I think aside from getting married, this is this whatever it is that we're doing is the most different that my life has ever been from what it was. And that was just because we bought VR headsets. It was just, it was a Black Friday sale, I think. But I mean, it's certainly not. I mean, I feel like mine, I made a purchase. It's certainly not as serendipitous or happenstance as Oki's, because I feel like Oki's is really cool.
Those are very interesting stories like that. Yeah.
Whereas just buying a thing, at least for me, it was just you and another friend of ours bought one. So I was like, well, FOMO. I want to have fun too.
Right. And then we might have mentioned it before also, but Mark, what made you start doing comedy?
Yeah. And real quick before I get into that, to piggyback off the VR thing, is for Christmas, my wife bought me a VR headset because she knew that you guys were doing VR. And I said, I don't have time. I don't have time for that. I don't know. She's like, would you like a VR thing? And I was like, probably not. I just don't. I'll play with them on the other games, but probably not. But she went and bought one anyway, and here we are. So
Wow.
So that's but yeah, I think I get it all that butterfly effect I guess started with Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jeez, now I got to think about how we met. Now, huh? Okay, well, yeah, it was off one of those online things at first, and then it's because I was an asshole in real life. I was a lonely asshole, and then so I had to go to the sites, and then what made me a lonely asshole? Probably because I'm a cock in real life.
Nah, I go way back.
Boiling it down to the smallest.
I try to.
Why am I a cuck? I'm probably because I don't like doing it. I like watching, but why do I?
Why do I like to watch? Well, I have good eyesight. I mean,
Where did my good eyesight come from? My optometrist. He started this whole thing.
let's see, Mom always.
Your optometrist is the reason we have a VR channel.
Yeah, I get that's a, I mean, that's a good point too, Steve. Like I met my wife on an online thing. That's a very small, just signing up for a thing online, and then fast forward, go from that decision to fast forward to we're married. We have 3 dogs. We have a home
Okay.
together.
Jeez, maybe we should. All right, I'm gonna write the CEO of these apps and figure out what made you start this whole thing.
I couldn't find anyone, so I just wanted to see if, hey, is anyone like me online?
Yeah.
And one person joined, and it was her.
Okay. I think it is my optometrist, though.
For sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was made fun of in high school and said, "You know what? I'm going to be a doctor one day."
Some bully is the reason.
Hey, was
Yeah, I mean, you could trace it back to the first humans or whatever, but
The first humans. Ah. I would love to get
But-
back to somehow of like, yeah, and then the Civil War happened. And then, it's like,
That's what How I Met Your Mother should have been. Is just
Oh,
however many seasons of just going back stupidly far but incredibly slow.
that's a great show idea.
All
Like
the
a comedy
things
show idea.
that
Have
lead up
the
to
series.
2 people. Yeah.
Yeah, go
Reversal.
backwards.
Every event that led up to those things, those people
Just
meeting.
earlier.
That's a romantic comedy I would watch.
mhm.
Oh, that's brilliant. That's a great question, Oki. Wow.
Yeah.
But I still think
Man.
Oki's tops them all so far. It's just like an accident that happened, getting that wrong address. Like I actively went on, I mean, I guess it's not really like I went on a dating site to find somebody and I found somebody and we went on dates and we got married. That's not like that crazy.
Mm.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a small decision that snowballed into a larger one.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. To go back to how I got into comedy, it was like, I think this is the biggest butterfly effect, I guess. So like I was like a huge stand-up fan, obviously, and I always wanted to do it, and I was just like, it's just getting on stage was just a stupid idea.
Mhm.
It was just like I was just a huge fan of it. So, I remember
Did we cover this in the first episode of the pod?
Did we?
I think we did. We might have.
Okay, so yeah, real quick.
Same, yeah.
Then yeah, if we already covered it, I guess it would be the I guess when our brother passed, I think that was when it was like everything changed from, well, I have nothing to fear anymore,
Yes.
and I'm gonna go do my thing, of do comedy, and that also made me think of my life with my wife, because I was like, for some reason was thinking, I have 2 options here. I was like, I don't know. To me, it was like, all right, when he passed away, I was like, all right, I feel like I want to have and create my own family, because before that wasn't even on the horizon. I was like,
Yeah.
I
Right.
was like, I don't want to do any of that. And then I realized, wow, the shit can be taken away from you at any time pretty quick. So wanted to do that. And anyway, so I think that, I mean, it affected everything. It
Yeah,
affected
of
that I
course.
was married, the fact that I wanted to have kids,
Wow.
affected that I wanted to do stand up. And I didn't say anything on the podcast before, but I was scheduled to record an album this month, and it got canceled, obviously due to COVID. And so hopefully I'll be doing that in the summer of next year. I think I'm gonna. Though they might want to push it sooner, but I just don't see the sense of promoting it during these times where I'm like, hey guys, come risk your life for me to tell you about how almonds are weird. And and so I don't know, it's kind of crazy because I would have never thought that I would be able to do something like that. But I guess when you got really nothing to lose, then I feel like your drive becomes dangerous almost. And Steven, I feel like that's the way you're kind of like with this channel too.
Yeah. If we ever make it big or get a big sponsor, I'll send royalty checks to my optometrist. I'll just sign it like the Butterfly Man or something. I'll come bother him at his
Butterfly Man.
his bedroom window at night. I'll dress up like a butterfly and flap my wings at his window.
Oh,
Honey, did
I
you see
love
that?
that.
Yes, of course I did. You're an optometrist. I've got perfect vision.
like everyone he knows.
He's got the Midas touch. You have perfect vision, and you have perfect vision.
That's funny, man.
Yeah, life is strange.
Well, 1 minute you're at an optometrist, the next minute you have a YouTube VR channel. Things get wacky.
Right.
And Jeff, didn't you've always wanted to do a podcast, right?
That's right.
That was your kind of like, I mean, I always thought it was cool, but I don't think I would have taken any sort of initiative at all if you didn't. If we were like, hey, we got this, maybe start a podcast.
Yeah, I mean, I've always been a big fan. I've had the podcast that I listen to, and I look up to those people, the people that make those podcasts, and appreciate what they do. I feel like I was always like or still am, just like a kid that like watching sports. Like, oh man, I want to be Jose Canseco when I grow up. And don't use Jose Canseco because the whole HGH thing, it's a bad example, but I mean, the Bash Brothers were huge when I was a kid. And McGuire's out too. We'll find a different sport other than baseball to use as a metaphor. But yeah, I mean, like it was, and then I think we started getting a little bit of an audience. I was like, well, why not? So
Yeah,
it's fun to try.
That's a good point. Yeah, the thing that you're interested in, you don't age out of.
Right.
Like
yeah.
you're saying, like it's like seeing people play sports. If you're 25 and you want to get into sports, it's too late.
Right.
That's fucking wild. I mean, of course you can play recreationally, but if like your dream is to go pro, you're done. That's no way. And you just started at 25 or even 22. It's like fucking, it's a wild, man.
Wow. Okay.
But I set my sights a little more attainable. I was like, I want to sit around and have casual conversation and tell jokes with friends. And
We could do that. Yeah.
we are doing it. Goal attained.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't mean for that to be like a real question, but
No.
I was more like supporting what you said. But
Well,
yeah.
thank you. But yeah, to
Speaking of setting your sights on, we got to thank our optometrist.
I will say, like, it's a shitty lesson to learn when you're young, but I feel like it's the time to learn it or like go through that loss, like what you were talking about, because it's learning that life is so short and that people are so fragile. Like humans aren't forever, and it's a really hard thing to learn when you're young. It's difficult to learn in a non-terrible way, I guess.
Right. Did someone stair step the news to you, or did they just drop it all once? It's like, oh, Jeff, you're feeling sick. Okay. Oh, geez. One day you won't exist at all. But let's get some medicine for you now, and
Hope for the best.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a big motivator.
Yep.
I got notes, and one of them is lying back while pooping.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well,
You
it
have
wouldn't
notes?
be it wouldn't be bingo without that.
You
What do you
mean like
mean lying
another
down?
point you wanted to bring up? Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Are you trying to say that why don't we lie down to poop?
No, I'm saying that it's like, is there a worse? So we were watching Home Improvement, and do you remember the episode where Tim makes the like huge
Lies
chrome?
down to shit.
Well, he puts like a Barca lounger on his toilet. It's he's got like a recliner back on his shitter.
Oh no, I don't. But I can see how that's in Home Improvement.
Yeah, and I don't think there could be a worse way to try to have a BM.
No, you gotta curl up in a ball to shit.
Right. Like if you flatten out, it's only
What-
gonna make you press your cheeks together, and then you're just gonna shit a pancake. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like, how far back is the reclined toilet?
I mean, probably I guess far like an optometrist chair kind of. You could get an eye exam in this chair, is what I'm saying.
I'm trying to picture being in a.
I don't think I'd lie back in optometrist chairs.
No, optometrist. Fuck me. An optometrist chair. That's the one you put your legs in the stirrup.
No.
Well, they can look. They can get a good look at one eye through that way, but it's.
I can't get used to shitting at that reclined level.
Nobody can. That's what I'm saying.
No.
Like Tim Taylor, I call bullshit on your recliner.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Nope.
You get used to that, you'll go to your eye doctor and shit.
And then also, you remember Kevin from The Office?
Yeah.
Would you believe me if I said that he was the highest earning person on Cameo last year
No.
and
way.
earned $1
Really?
million?
He probably didn't even earn that much on The Office.
Oh, I bet he
probably
learned a
did.
lot
Yeah,
more.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
well, I was just trying to make a point.
Highest
Well, I mean, in
reclined-
$20, I mean, who knows? It's hard
Right,
to.
right, yeah. Wow, dude, really?
$125 a pop.
That's all he was doing then.
Yeah. I don't know what the math is on that, but like,
And there's no way to know. Yeah.
impossible. What are you calling your optometrist?
Yeah, I gotta. Hey, do you know how to work a calculator?
Look this up for me. Get it?
I got it. What is that? A mil divided by 125, huh? 8,000. 8,000 cameos.
He did 8,000 cameos in a year.
Yeah.
Say
Divide that by 365. Dude, you got to do 21 a fucking day. That's your job. I mean, I'm not complaining. That's $1 million you're doing. But
Talking your phone.
you do 8 hours. You could probably bang out 200 cameos. They're only a little bit, but then I don't know. Do you have to like? Is it a whole thing where it's like I got to do it through this, and I got to upload this file and then send it to this dude? I don't know, but he probably has someone. If you got $1 million, you probably got someone doing all that work for you.
They just hand you a phone and say, read this and look at the phone.
Wow, yeah, that's good. That's great, man. Dude, that's amazing. I just want to get to cameo level. There's some people I've looked up at cameo. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
Mhm.
Who is this person? I've even looked
I'll
up
take a
like to see like you can look up people by like their football team or whatever, and it's like this guy's on cameo. Like I don't even know this guy. You know, they're just like, someone please send me money.
See, that's there's a level where it flips, where I feel like where it should flip, where if you've earned a certain amount within the last recent years, all of your cameo earnings go to charity or something. Like you don't need anymore.
Okay.
It's
I
a
got an
slippery
idea.
slope. Yes.
I got an idea. How about we do some cameos and we, not us, but we pay certain celebrities to review our channel.
Okay.
Some Nathan for
Like,
you shit right here.
This is what this person said about our channel. This is what this person said about our channel.
And can we put a note in there that says, do it in the most robotic voice possible? Like the most plain, stoic.
Is James Earl Jones
man.
still alive?
Boy, you ever
Don't
forget
know.
someone died and then you feel like, oh my God, I can't believe they're dead all over again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rough.
That's right.
Yeah, that happened to me the other day. I completely forgot Tom Petty died.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
right.
And after he died, I was listening to his music and I was like, and I guess I don't know. You just get mixed up and you're doing all this stuff. And then I was like, wow, Tom Petty. And then like they were like, you're like, oh, the life of Tom Petty right before he died. And we're watching TV. I was like, he's dead? And Dana was like, yeah, you knew that. And I was like, I did? I was like, oh man. Like it just felt double bad.
I just love the thought that Dana has like a big 3-ring binder of all the things that you know.
Oh, believe me, she tells me what I know and what I don't. It's a fun thing we have going.
We started on a mass suicide. Should we end it on celebrity deaths?
Oh, everyone's got their drinks, right?
Sure, we could do that.
Right.
Wow.
Cheers, everyone. Have a good night. We'll see you not next time.
See you next time.
This has been the Morbid Hour.
You should call this episode the last podcast.